Take it
And
away.
we're back. Episode 4, is it?
That's a bad green
And
screen.
I was going to say, where are you based right now?
I just bought this recording studio,
Well, it's
so
looking nice. Very
uh,
nice.
I need the soundproof walls.
Well, I'm in the bedroom still, haven't upgraded. No sponsors in the back yet. They're coming.
Hopefully, people aren't seeing what I'm seeing because you're just frozen, essentially.
Nah, I think I should be good because you're moving, I'm moving.
All
You've
right.
frozen for me a few times, but
Okay.
I think it's
Just think
alright.
it's your internet through mine, but I'm watching the stream part and you look fine. Yeah, no, you are
Yeah,
moving around fine. All right, you're all good. You're all good.
yeah. But we'll start it off. 100 men versus one gorilla.
It's been a big talking point
It's been very
lately.
big.
It's been all over
And
my Twitter.
I didn't actually know this was a legitimate like conversation because this got brought up at work because I brought up the topic saying I could sidestep a gorilla if it was sprinting at me, which I think I could do.
I mean that's how we evolved. I mean, humans themselves just used to run animals around until they got so tired that we'd kill them. So I don't
Yeah.
doubt that you could sidestep a fucking gorilla. How big's a silverback though? What are we talking?
Well, I said I want it at its best, like I want a prime, healthy
Yep.
silverback, so it's moving quick.
Yep.
So I don't know what's a gorilla, 5'10", crouch,
Yeah. Yeah.
maybe.
Crouched or standing?
When it stands
We
up, it should be 6 foot, surely.
fully grown
But
silverback.
I did some research. Gorilla, at its healthiest, because they do short bursts, so a quick sprint, they can
Yep.
run 100 in I think 6 to 8 seconds.
And a
So
full sprint.
I've just got to quickly give it one of these ones,
Here we go.
shake it, turn.
A little
Good
shake and
sim-
bake. So, a fully grown silverback gorilla weighs 195 kilos at a height of 5 foot, and they've got the ability to lift over 800 kilos of dead weight. So that's a
But
heavy human being.
my theory was I'm not surviving if it's sprinting at me in the first place. So once I pass it, I'm fucked.
Well, that's where you have to hope someone else catches his attention. I'm not going back for seconds.
Nah, but I have the cockiness and confidence, the two big C's, to sidestep this big gorilla. But back to the question, 100 men versus one gorilla. I've already said it. The men destroy this thing.
So, we'll take it a step back. The whole point of this conversation was that we pick our top 10 of who we would take. But what other 90 men? Are we just hand picking random, it's World War Three, we just need sign ups as much as we can get? Or is there like 90 athletes?
I'd pick gladiators, mate.
But that's the thing. If there's gladiator type, we win. Easy.
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 What,
There might be
what
50
about
casualties.
100 Ryans versus one gorilla? What do you
100 of
reckon?
me? Whoa.
Could they do it?
I don't know. That's put me on the spot.
Because you
100
and the
of me.
gorilla would, after hearing that, you would be the same height, possibly.
I'm not 5 foot. Ooh, 100 of me, as I am right now today.
Yep. Do you
I'm
reckon
confident.
you could do it? Yeah,
I'm confident.
I reckon I could do it. Because I reckon if I had 100 of me, I'd send 20 to attack one arm, 20 to attack the other arm, and
We're coming up with groups. We're definitely
yeah,
coming up with 15 of 20 people attempting to try and. But this is the thing. Like I weigh 80 kilos. If that thing can lift 800, that's 10 versions of me can fling around.
yeah.
So you
But
need
they,
15 or 20 to sit on him.
according to these proper animal blokes, they did say humans would beat them because they would get fatigued eventually. So probably the first
Oh
40,
yeah,
50 will die, and then the rest will just be injured to the point where it's tired, where you all just jump on it. But I reckon 100 of me could easily, mate.
I reckon 100 of me. I think 50 are dead.
I reckon I just like there's probably about 17 of me like in front of him doing this one.
Doing a little goosey like this.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden, we just come everywhere. All of us just jump.
Wait, pause.
Hmm? Oh,
Say that again. You're doing what to the gorilla?
you're not jumping him.
Oh, jumping him.
I'm not humping him.
No, if you go back and watch that, you've gone. And we're just gonna come everywhere.
Well, that's one way to stop him.
Get on my eyes, my eyes.
That's it. Sticky eyelids. That's what he'll have.
So
But back
the
to our
important
gorillas.
question:
Our top 10.
who would you like? Now, let's say it's 90 dweebs. Let's say it's 90 65 kilo men.
Yeah.
You needed to take your 10 heavyweights. Who are you taking? Now, you compiled your list. I made mine. We came together. 5 or 6 of ours are exactly the same.
There.
So
There we
you
go.
start us off because the ones that we've got, you start us off and I'll just tick it off if I've got the same.
All right.
And then why would you bring them?
Brock Lesnar. He's
Obvious one.
pretty much a gorilla. He's probably born to hurt people, I reckon. He's massive. He's probably one of the most scariest men I've ever seen. And I've only seen
In
him
his
on
prime.
TV.
Yeah,
Oh, 100%.
imagine that.
He looks
imagine
like
that in
a proper
person.
gladiator. Like he was born to just steamroll. Because I know gorilla's strong, but imagine that's the first thing he's going to hit. Like obviously, that's a bit of force coming at you,
Oh
even
my
if you
God,
are
yeah.
a gorilla.
Yeah, well, if any of these other men that we've got on our list are holding the gorilla and distracting him, then if you've got a few punches from the big Brocky boy coming at you, you'll be in a bit of strife.
Plus, he's a wrestler. He knows the gritty stuff. I'm pretty
Knows
sure
the grapple.
a gorilla doesn't know how to get out of a leg hook.
No, that's a good call. How are you going to get it in a leg hook?
Well, that's when my second man comes in, Eddie Hall.
Now, this is the first one that we agreed on straight away. I said the name, you instantly had him there.
That's a
The
What
legitimate world's strongest man in his prime.
he's literally.
He's a silverback gorilla, but he's 6'5".
Well, he's lifts weight so much that his nose is bled and he's passed out. So he knows how to lift
Yeah,
gorillas.
and he knows how to deal with a lot of weight being thrown on top of him
So that's
as well.
the first two. That's a problem. Like, good luck. Any person in the world's going to struggle with just one of them. But here's my third pick. Pretty much prime Mike Tyson.
Yep, I've got prison Mike Tyson here. Straight out,
Jacked.
fit as Jack to the gills. Diced as well. I don't think he had an ounce of body fat on him. Imagine, Eddie Hall's on one arm. You've got Brock on the other. And you've got Mike just coming into the ribs. Just continually pounding away.
Yeah,
That shit would
fucked.
fucking... Surely the gorilla's hurting after a few of those. I'll go with one of mine that I don't think he had. Another big motherfucker. Ben Wallace from the Detroit
Huge.
Pistons.
And I'm going to say his afro's out too.
His afro's out. Headband, afro. Sweatbands on the
What was
wrists.
he? 6'7" or something.
6'7", 6'8", 130 kilos of muscle.
Jacked as fuck.
And used to, bitch Shaquille O'Neal.
Mm.
So I'm taking Ben Wallace against the big silverback.
Well,
That's
he's
a
got
big
the height as well.
He's got the height. He's
So
got the
gorilla's
reach over
gotta
the top.
Run up his legs.
Try and take his legs.
Yeah. So that's a good one. All right.
Now,
Mike,
another one that we've got the same.
Which one was this?
Now, we've got Eddie Hall's partner in crime. Well, could you call him a partner in crime? I suppose his biggest rival,
No,
the Mountain.
That's it.
Can you pronounce his
Huffporg.
name?
I think it's Huffporg Julius Borgensen. But there's a few commas over the I's and the O's. So
I don't know. I think he's
some
isn't
Iceland
he from
name.
Iceland or something?
Yeah, they're all
So-
big over there for some reason. Viking blood.
Just Viking blood. Imagine, so we've got Viking blood. the mountain from Game of Thrones, for those that don't know. But then imagine having Eddie Hall and the mountain on your side while you're trying to take down this gorilla. I think it's a no-brainer.
That'd be massive.
Now, one that we also both agreed on, crossing the seas over to our Kiwi friends, the big mound of rebound.
Big
Stephen
Steve.
Adams.
And you listen to other pods, they all say he's the strongest.
Yeah, well, I mean, we even just saw in the basketball on the weekend that they could not move that man.
He's a brick wall. Well, any Kiwi's pretty much a brick wall.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
This one's 6'11" or 7 foot.
He's 7 foot. He's another 130 kilo man with a massive reach. And he's constantly known for just picking up NBA players and moving them on the court to get them out of the way.
Number 4 for my rugby league heads who are listening.
Yep.
Petro Sevenasiva. Big prop.
I don't know this name.
He's a big Fijian lad. He's massive. Like, you know, I'm going to get a photo of him because he is huge.
I wonder, can I...
Played over 300 games. You is a man you don't want to be messing with. That's for sure.
Let me see. How do I spell it?
Petero.
E-R-O?
Yep. And then Civon.
Oh, yeah, I've got him.
I'll just show a photo of people. This man.
No, look at this.
Fucking kill you. There we go.
That's professional.
That's a friggin' unit, man. One of the best to ever do it. And
Now you're
Fijians-
gonna have to distract the crowd very quickly, because Rach has just arrived, so I've got to let her
That's
in.
right.
He's
I'll
a
keep
big boy. How do I stop this screen share?
now we go.
Now stop sharing.
But yes, what I was saying, I'll tell a quick story about a Fijian.
Yeah, do that.
Yep. Well, while he disappears, I'll tell you all. So, I'm a counsellor. Yep, not the best job in the world, but it's cruisy as fuck, so eat shit. But we had all in mowers, like a convoy, tri-wings, air-conditioned, cabined, and there was a spot where we couldn't get in because these trees had fallen, and we've all been given these little hand saws. So if situations like this, we get our saws, chop them up, and we start pulling them out. So then me and Scotty went down, it's like, shit man, we got to cut these trees because we need to get through. And one of our other workmates is Sula, who's a full-blood Fijian big boy. He's probably 50, 60 years old, or could be 59 or 60 I should say. Friendly as hell. You can see he's got big fucking mitts, they're huge. And then we all start getting into it. I think we had 2 saws, so one had to just move the shit. Bloody me and Scotty, we're just skinny lads, sawing away, pulling them out one by one. But when we're pulling them, we're like shaking like leaves, struggling. Throw these things in the bush to get them out the way. Old 60-year-old Fijian Sula comes over, just grabs it with one hand, slides it and literally throws it like it's a twig. So that just shows Islander strength. And Petro Sevenasiva, same man, same culture, big bodies, bloody unreal. Well, while he's gone, I might as well keep going down my list. I had Stephen Adams at number 5. By the way, my list, yes, it's 1 to 10, but it's not of that order. It's not pick number 1 like the draft. It's pretty much all the years. It's not going to be one at a time. It's going to be, all the years go. Because if this was to happen, I'm the ringleader. I'd just be like, alright boys, let's kill this gorilla. Speaking about blokes that could probably beat a gorilla one-on-one in the hood, this man, Kimbo Slice. If you all play the old UFC games and stuff, he was the man. He had chest hair, but it was bloody, he's back. Shaved into a arrow. Welcome back.
What have I missed?
I just said my whole story about Sula, my Fijian friend.
Where's he from?
What? Sula? He's from Fiji.
Yeah, how do you know him?
Oh, he's one of my workmates.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense.
I won't tell the story twice, mate. You'll have to watch the podcast.
I'll watch the pod. I'll watch it back. Don't worry.
But I just went on to talk about Kimbo Slice, number 6 on my list.
Kimbo Slice was a separate one that you had, so I'll do a separate one that I had. Fraser Gehrig. Now, for those that are there into their AFL, that guy has the highest recorded bench press in AFL history.
What was it?
He got 170 kilos, I believe.
Jesus Christ.
And he was only about 105 or 98 or something himself.
What's that in pounds for our American listeners?
For our international? Let's have a look. What 170 kilogram to pounds to 374 pound bench.
That's big.
So that's massive. So what's 100 kilos is 2 plates, 120, 140, 150, 160, and then so he would have 3 20s, 20, 40, 60, 120, 140, 2 10s, and 2 5s.
That's a lot.
That's fucked.
Well, also explaining Kimbo Slice, if people don't know him, he was a cage fighter, made it to the UFC. He was pretty shit by the UFC, but he pretty much fought in the hood, like backyard fighting. It was pretty sick.
Oh yeah, and then same dude. He's round too.
Broad too.
Super broad. He's actually he looks like a silverback gorilla.
His chest hair was shaved into an arrow pointing at him.
Yeah.
It was insane.
So if you got a motherfucker that's confident in himself, then good luck.
So I've said my top 6 at the moment. I've got 4 to go. Have you got any?
Got another one who's a Australian footballer that nearly killed some people on the footy oval and has been in the boxing ring post footy career. One Barry Hall. That guy could load a punch, and everyone's seen the footage of him getting Scott Thompson from North Melbourne into a headlock and nearly killing the bloke.
Well, that's it. Like,
Mid-game.
this whole gorilla thing. Like, obviously gorillas would have stronger skulls than us, but one hit could knock it out.
One hit, they've got larger front snouts. There's more fucking room to hit there. If it's distracted and one comes over the top and gets a headlock and he goes up here and exposes, then we've got all our blokes that can just lay a hit into its ribs.
Well, since you said Barry Hall, I'll say my next 4, but I'll say my number 11 was Paul Gallen. No.
yeah. I was thinking that when I was riding Barry Hall. I was like, didn't Paul Gallen actually beat the man that I'm just putting in?
Yeah. But he'd be a good one. He's another tough head.
Yep.
My number 7. So my idea was this. I had, big bodies. Got to be smart. I've gone for a smaller size. Alex Terrible.
Yep, I love this one. For those that don't know him.
Slaughtered to Prevail. He's a heavy metal screamo singer.
Now that I know how to do this screen sharing business.
There's actually videos of him wrestling grizzly bears.
Yeah, and he also, when he's back in Russia, he does bare knuckle fighting.
Yeah.
So that motherfucker's crazy.
And then after, there's a video of him showing the mic he uses. He's actually a really friendly person too.
Could you imagine?
See that bruise on his head? Those scars? That's from him smashing
with the mic. On his head. Oh, jeez, don't do that too often. But, he specifically, that scar was tattooed in. He wanted that scar and peeled the skin away. He does bare knuckle fighting, and there's literally videos of him on Instagram just standing there with his chin while the guy just continually fucking punches him. He's a fucking nutcase. Look at this shit.
A unit. And his concerts are insane. I've been to one.
Yeah, I'm annoyed that I missed out on that, but he's still fucking jacked.
He's a unit.
So fuck that. That would be scary as shit.
And his scream would scare the gorilla, I reckon.
Oh yeah, if he's doing that fucking deep growl from the depths of fucking hell.
Yeah.
That should put enough fear into him.
Who was your number 7?
Now, steroid abusing Gordon Ryan. That motherfucker was ripped. I had this up before. borderline steroids versus no
Is he still
steroids.
big? Because he was sick.
He was sick for a little bit, but look at this.
We're not going to send him to the gorilla, the sick version.
Ah, look at this motherfucker.
Fuck. That's insane. Look at all the injections.
Natural compared to when he was on PEDs. Just fucking juice to the gills.
If I'm sending all my lads to fight this gorilla, they're going to be injecting everything.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm putting him straight into my legs. For sure.
Yeah, everything.
Because
he's jiu-jitsu.
Jiu-jitsu. So when we talk about grappling and trying to get the leg locks and everything going, I thought that
there you go.
Be fucking perfect.
Brock and him to go for the legs. Try to bring it down. Because at first, it's going to be crazy. It could kill him straight up, but
one of these guys could just die straight off the rip. Now, another one that we've got exactly the same as well was your man Bones.
Yes, John Bones Jones. That dude's what, 6 foot something?
Is he 6'3"?
He's tall, but he's long too. Because imagine that gorilla's coming, running on its hands or however it runs, and then
gorilla's what?
Kicks him straight in the face if it doesn't bite his foot.
Because that's actually like, if you think about it, if John Jones is 40 centimeters taller than the gorilla, that kicking height is the sweet spot. So if he could time that, how's he going to time that though? Could he get the gorilla tired from everyone trying to hold him, and he just comes with the sweet one?
A bit of cardio. I might have to teach him the sidestep.
Yeah, I mean, you get him a goose step, a little NRL 4-week training program first.
Yeah, just down at the local park.
Now, who else have we not mentioned out of this? I think we've just about covered everyone.
Number 9 for me was the Mountain, but then number 10 was Francis Ngannou.
Yep, smart.
So, hardest hitting punch recorded ever. I think he could break the gorilla's skull, I reckon, easy. One big swing, scary looking man.
Yeah, I was...
You just got very loud.
Did I? I'll move that back.
Yeah.
Literally as I was having this conversation with a mate in a group chat just prior to...
You might have to bring that mic just a bit closer, sir.
What, now I'm too quiet?
Yeah.
He said Ngannou would be... He had Eddie Hall and he had the Mountain. And he then said Ngannou would be his third just because of that punch. It's like fucking so deadly.
No, it's so insane. Brutal. Just a massive left hook.
Yeah. He'd be lights out. Yeah. Have we got a gif of a silverback getting punched? I think my last one. I think I've got my last one then and you've got one more.
Well, he was my last one. That's it.
He was your last one?
Yeah.
So I think the only other one that I had who was a big motherfucker back in his footballing days was Plugger Lockett. That dude was a big man and just used to smash about 35 pies a day. He, in his prime, was about 110 kilos and 6'3", 6'4".
Like, even if, like, let's say the gorilla was running at him and he didn't punch it, he just went for the big hip and shoulder straight to the middle of it.
That dude had some big shoulders. Because the other thing as well is he was the one that used to continually cannon into players. So maybe this could kill him. But if you've got prime Plugger Locker and the gorilla, they're the ones that first run at each other.
And then hopefully, obviously Plugger's probably dead, but it could daze the gorilla.
It could daze the gorilla straight off the hip and shoulder.
But have you seen all those memes like, you're the last dude, you're about to kill the gorilla, and then you look in its wallet and it's like it's Harambe's son or something?
Yeah. Like, what have I done? I saw one, I think it was like from a scene from a movie, but it was like, you and the boys have hopped on the bus back home after defeating the gorilla, and it's like a scene and they're all just on the bus and they're just bloodied and they're just spitting teeth out and they're just fucked from it, and shirts are untucked and ripped and everything. It was good. That was one of my favourites.
The best memes are going around with this gorilla stuff.
It's been all over my Twitter. I've seen like posts with hundreds of thousands of likes in regards to this gorilla talk.
But yes, that is our predictions and our top 10.
Top 10. I reckon I had 5 different. You had 5 different, so overall we probably had about 15 names.
If you'd given me an hour, I along an hour, I could have given you 100 people. And
We could fill the whole list.
I
Next,
definitely could. And I would put myself in. I'd be like entry number 32.
I'll go on to another topic as well. This is, I didn't even bring this up to you before we even started recording this because there's been another chatter of another meme at the moment. And I think Dan Gorringe is actually going to test it out next week.
Are these the blueberries?
10,000 blueberries or 10,000 grapes. One's poisoned. For each one that you eat, you get 100 grand.
Yep.
Actually, let's say 1,000 berries. One grape's poison. 100 grand per grape that you eat. How many are you eating?
15, 20.
Yep. I'm locking myself at 15.
15, 20. I reckon, yeah, I'd be safe.
So I reckon I'm doing it dig. I feel like
I'm
they'll
not doing
get
one
you
by
on
one going.
Yeah, if I
Smelling it, putting it
overthink,
back.
I reckon. Are you grabbing a couple of handfuls, or are you trying to pile from one area?
No, I'm literally just grabbing a handful, counting them. Sweet. Boom.
Bang. We should try that. I want to see you get 1,000 grapes. But one
That'd be
we just.
expensive. Blueberries aren't cheap, mate.
Oh well, what's cheaper, grapes or blueberries?
No, we'd have to just do grapes. How do we know which one's the poisonous one?
Do you soak it in alcohol? Oh, that could pass to another one. Maybe it's actually a little bit of Kelvin shit.
Or you just get friggin' like a bunch of fucking chocolates and dip
And put it in there or something.
and stick it like one that looks like a dog biscuit, melt some chocolate and mix it around.
Okay, so 100 chocolates. So 100 Maltesers. You get a dog biscuit and you dip it and you get it in chocolate and then
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
the one.
Yeah.
But what if it looks different? No, okay, but if you do your handful and you pick it up, that's when you know you're
Yeah.
cooked. So, but you've got to eat it.
That is, yeah.
That stumped you.
It has. Yeah, but I'd do 15, 20. I reckon I'd have. Surely I got the best luck
1.5
to
mil.
live.
You walk
Yeah.
away.
Even if I got to the million, I'd be like, oh, that's it.
What's 15 divided by 1,000 is that's a 0.015 chance to get it.
I reckon I'd pick it too. It'd be the first grape I get.
You're a 1.5% chance. Oh no, not even 0.015% chance. That's if you get it at that stage, then you probably deserve to die.
Yeah. But yes, we'll see how Dan Gorringe goes.
All right, second and final part today.
The would you rathers. Well, I'll kick us off. The first one is, would you rather, I'd say eaten, but let's say attacked as well, by a great white shark or a saltwater crocodile?
How in depth are we taking this? Is it the cause of your death, or you can survive?
Nah, this thing's killing you.
It's killing you. How would you rather die?
Because either way,
Great white.
Explain, please.
So saltwater crocodile, their whole attempt is to drag you under the water
Yep.
and continually spin you around, but basically drown you while also beating you up.
Yep.
So great whites, because sometimes they don't know better, it can be a what you're just bitten and dead. But then sometimes
I'd almost pick
This
the
is where it
crop
gets
because
interesting.
I'm so fucking scared of the ocean.
me too. I can't do deep sea. I don't
Like-
even know how you go fishing.
Oh, I love fishing, but you won't see me in the water.
Yeah, fuck. Like I don't know. I'm imagining.
It's
I'm
awful.
imagining I'm the seal on top of the water and I just go like that. I'm dead.
Because
Gone.
you would pick the shark because you'd die quicker. Oh, sorry.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Saltwater
Because-
croc. This is what me and Rach had this conversation about. That if a croc drags you underwater and puts you in a barrel roll, all you're thinking, you're just screaming in agony and pain. Those 2
Yeah.
minutes would be fucked.
Because it does, yeah. Because I've said you will die in this situation. There's no, oh, no, you. Because it's like, do you want to die semi in water and on land, or do you want to just have no
No
ability
chance.
to push off anything. It's just boom, boom.
So I'm thinking if you're going to die from a great white, they're just literally just going to do their seal attack and just bang, dead.
You'd hope.
You'd hope. If those people that fight sharks and shit, I'd be having nightmares for the rest of my life.
Yeah, because even the croc, yeah. Oh, the only reason why I'd pick the croc, I know I'd go through the pain before my death, is because I'm just, that ocean, that's just different.
I can't, I have to feel like I also hate flying planes because I have to feel like I've got control of my surroundings.
Yeah, I want to know, even though I've said we're both dying in this situation, like that, I have a chance to maybe win.
With a shark, I feel like you could. Don't think you're getting it with a soul croc.
Yeah. The croc, yeah, it's probably just stick you on a log, rip your arm off, drown you. Some sharks do drown you because they just take you down.
They just drag you down.
Yeah, well, they're
and you
beasting.
Can't get back up. Yeah.
But, yeah, I think the salty, sadly.
Yeah. Yeah. Fuck that.
Alright.
Next one.
Would you rather time travel 1,000 years in the future or 1,000 years in the past? I think I'd have to go the future because with my skin colour,
1,000 years in the past would not be great. No,
it wouldn't be great for me.
Where are you located then?
Hmm.
Where would you pick if you were to go into the past?
Well, if I was in Australia, I'd be fine.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'd want to be a knight or something.
Yeah, that shit would be fucking hectic. You could probably be a guardsman though, or the jester.
I'd be a good jester.
Absolutely.
I've got good dance moves, a good sense of humour.
Yeah.
The king would love me.
Well, they've just got to see past you.
Yeah. And I'd be like, hey man, I know my skin's dark, but listen to this joke. Hope. Cause
while doing a dance in the background.
Didn't jesters get treated like shit still though?
Some were held in high regard and were allowed to stay in the castle. Depends how good you were, I think.
Because I reckon, imagine if you said, like a genie said, alright, 1,000 years in the future or the past, and you go, I'd go future. And then nothing, it's like you're dead. It's like, what? It's like, well, the earth blew up in 500 years.
Yeah, so I was thinking you go into the past because you could, let's say you could pick a recorded time in history. Are you allowed to then skip, or are you just going to tell everyone about stuff? So can I go to 1,000 years in the past, do something there, and then go to 500, 250, 100? Or do I then have to live as if I'm a 25-year-old 1,000 years ago?
Yeah, that is true, actually.
We're 1,000 in the future. I don't even know if we're going to be alive. Like, as in the way the planet's going.
Yeah,
so if I could guarantee a Star Wars-like future, send me there. I'm going there straight away.
100%. I'm not going back to where there's no freaking internet.
Fuck that.
I've got to wash my fucking clothes down the river where this croc is going to eat me.
If you're living in the year 1500, hang on, what's 1,000 years ago? It's only 2,000. It's only 1,000. Not even mathing. If you're in the year 1000, the average lifespan's like 33. I've only got fucking 8 years left.
Yeah, and the friggin' diseases were rapid. There's no medicine.
Yeah, exactly.
So I reckon I'd have to go back with the Aborigines.
Yeah, you would have to just pick here, just live off the land.
Yeah,
I might just take a punt and go 1,000 in the future.
Because there's a good chance we'll still be here. Well, we obviously don't know. This podcast could be in the archives, mate.
We've frozen ourselves to come back and recreate this podcast. We're just in the cryo chamber.
It could be like Total Recall and all that. We don't know.
Yeah, Gears of War. Aliens come through and we're just giga chads.
But I reckon it'd be safer to go in the past.
Safer to go in the past, 100%. You just don't know what's going to be, obviously, in the future.
Alright, here we go. This one I like. Would you rather live in the slums of India for a year or live in a Mexican prison for a year?
Now, my favourite term, two cheeks of the same ass. This could not be a more worse question.
Because I think some people would rather be in prison than the slums. There's some dark stories in the slums. There's still rape in the slums.
There's rape in both. Now, would you rather shitting on the street, or would you rather, let's say,
Because
us as our body shapes going into a Mexican prison,
it's
we're
not
getting
just
passed around.
yeah, it's not one cellmate too. It's I don't know, they've got like 40 people
Yeah,
or something, maybe more.
yeah, and
They've
you've
got
got
those
your
big
sections.
cells.
Mate, I'm getting
Going,
passed around. I'm getting tossed. I'm
yeah,
coming out with one of these ones.
yeah.
So too cheap. I think I'd try and make my way through the slums of India.
The slums would be hard,
Slums
but
would be so hard.
you've got a chance to run, I guess.
Got a chance to run. Can I sneak
But
a
then
gun
the
into the
food,
slums?
that's the food, the disease, but I guess.
Have you seen some of those Instagram reels with all the street food?
Oh yeah,
The corner food? And the guy's
yeah.
like literally cut out his wall in his house and they're just feeding people out of there, like using their hands to like pour it into cups
I
and
saw
stuff.
one. It was like they tip a monster in a pan, then they crack eggs in the pan, and then they stick Oreos in the eggs. It's like,
Fuck.
that's
And then just,
disgusting. Oh
there you
yeah,
go.
and
Fuck
every time
that.
they open their drinks, it's like,
Oh yeah.
and then when
And
they
they've
mix
got
it, their
their
hands like
and
a
they're
cup
mixing with
like
their
this.
hands. Oh, I've seen that. That's the fucking.
I
I've
watched
seen
a
those ones
dude
that
that,
they've got all the. They put their thumb in the lemonade bottle,
mm,
and their hands are literally vile,
and then there's like rats and the floor, and
just crawling around as
I
well.
know there's a
Fuck
dude that
that.
goes around, he buys it, and he goes, I'm not going to drink this because there's ice cubes in this, and I'm going to get very sick. But yeah, I reckon I'd rather be free in the slums and take my
I'm
chances.
attempting the slums. Fuck a Mexican prison. I
Because
wouldn't
prison,
last.
that's you're not running away.
Have you heard this? This is a disgusting story. But have you heard of the colonoscopy bag prison story?
I have, but tell the viewers. Go on.
Not safe for work warning. Um, or it was like, what's the worst prison story you've heard? And it was early on in my prison, I would go into the showers and I could smell this horrific smell. And after I was just so scared, I just wanted to get in the shower and leave. After about 2 weeks, I could still just smell this horrid smell every time I went into the showers. It was the worst thing the guy had ever smelled. One day he decides to go check it out. There's a heap of steam coming from the far end of the shower block. But there's also, as he's walking closer and around the corner, he realizes that it's about 4 or 5 different men in this corner that smells. And he's getting closer and the smell gets worse and worse and worse. He ends up walking over there. And what is happening is the men are taking in turns having sex with this guy's. You know how with the colonoscopy packs they attach it to the guy's stomach. He's
Oh,
undone the bag and left the hole, and they're just going at it. And they're paying him for that.
oh, well, he's paid for it.
He's getting, so it's mixing the guy's internal organs, the
Well,
food in the colonoscopy
they'd
bag,
be finishing in
and
his.
the jizz in all mixed together with hot steam, just lifting the smell and spreading it through the showers.
Oh, just have a wank. That's disgusting.
I think I'm doing the slums of India.
Yeah, slums of India. I couldn't. Yeah,
Fuck that.
that is revolting. Like I've heard some prison stories, and I'm just like, mate.
Maybe that's what we have to do. We'll just next episode, top 5 worst prison stories.
I reckon we should. I'm not gonna say much more about prison because that's fucking rancid.
Let's go to the next one.
My hands are shaking trying to turn this page down.
You are trembling.
This has caught me off guard. Alright, here's one. I'll put us in a scenario here. We've been captured by pirates, and I'm not talking about the Somali pirates. I'm talking about like Captain Jack Sparrow. We've been captured by pirates, and the only way they'll let us go is if we pull off our toenail from our big toe, or rip out one of our front teeth. So,
This one's got me fucked up. It's a bit of this.
yeah,
That's me. That's me there. So that's sort of what we're dealing with.
Well, I said I want actual pirates with cool hats and a peg leg, talking bird.
You're literally just Jack Sparrow, bird on the shoulder.
Yeah, I want those type of pirates to be like,
Okay.
they're not getting away unless this. I have watched the video of a dude pulling off his toenail.
Okay, so this is what I wanted to ask. Is it slow and torturous, or is it bang?
Nah, you have to do it yourself, which makes it worse. Because if someone else is doing it, you don't control the force.
Alright, I'm pulling a tooth out then.
Yeah, I'll do the tooth.
I'm wrapping the string around, getting something, and slamming. And if that shit, I'm hoping I can just get an instant result. If I have to pull a toenail, that shit's just gonna fucking... The nerve receptors on the end of your toes are fucked.
I'd pass out, I reckon.
I'd pass out.
I'd have to do the tooth.
I'd have to do the tooth.
I've pulled off... I've got a toenail that this is a bit weird, but I have a toenail that for some reason, I don't know if it's damaged or something. Every time I just like pull at it, I can pull the whole thing off and there's no pain.
So your toe's dead?
But it grows, and it doesn't grow together. It always grows like split. Like it's obviously being crushed or something, and it grows like broken, and I can just pull it off with it.
And you just have to attempt to fix it.
Yeah.
I got stomped on last year, and my big toe fell off, and now it's grown. I finally started to fix it, but it basically regrew as two toenails, and then one had to like get lifted and just die off. And that was foul. But now it's sort of semi back to normal. But I'm wrapping the string, I'm finding something and slamming it and ripping that tooth out.
What if they just bring out like big old tweezers and you've got to...
I don't know. Again, two cheeks of the same. Nah, fuck that.
Yeah,
I'm getting string.
Yeah. I'd have to go.
But these thick fucking rabbit teeth, fuck knows.
Yeah, my roots are probably up to here, so my eye will probably get sucked out.
Well, that's why your nose goes out, isn't it? It's just straight from the gums. Now, I've got this last one before we wrap it up. A magic van allows you to time travel and teleport to wherever you want to go, whenever you want to do it. Or a magic ring that absorbs all the knowledge from books.
I'll take the ring.
I think you can use the ring for more personal development to get you in a better situation moving forward with your life.
You'd hate it if you lost your hand or something.
A freak book accident, the book closes on it, traps your hand in there.
And then you lose all... Imagine if you lost all your fingers and stick it on your toe.
The ring doesn't fit properly and it just... No, you do like those classic stories. Slam dunk. Finger gets caught. Rips off in the net.
It'd be like a movie where they've got to get the ring back so they can get the answers.
Yeah. Because it's fallen down a drain.
What type of ring is this?
No, just a silver band.
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen those new Samsung rings? Maybe it's like that. Samsung.
What the hell does a Samsung ring do?
Basically everything that a smartwatch does.
On your finger.
Yeah. Basically everything that a smartwatch does, except that you've got it on a ring. Because some people don't want to go to bed with the rings and everything. We're talking one of these.
I'd have to catch fire.
What do you reckon? Like something like that?
Yeah, I reckon that looks good.
And that you just touch straight in.
Yeah, definitely. Because it's a time travelling van.
Time travelling van, so like think of the Harry Potter one where they can fly around with the beetle.
Oh yeah, it's just a magic school bus.
Pretty much. But like, would you do that to go back in time and bet and then be super rich and successful?
Oh, that is true. Change the course of history.
Or if you just absorb everything, then
do
you
I have
can be
to
so smart?
Because that could be a problem.
Nah, free fuel.
So I was gonna
Well, you're
say,
winning so much money from going back in time, then fuel pay for itself.
hmm. Nah, I'd have to go.
The
What's
ring.
this van look like? It's not just a white pedophile looking one.
No, let's
Scooby Doo.
let's do one of these. This is one of the vans. All right,
Old
this
van,
is the
yeah.
van.
There you go.
I'm talking
yeah.
pimp my ride.
Volkswagen. Or proper.
What about that bad boy?
Does it have a PS2 in it?
And a subwoofer? Is that two iMac computers?
That looks. That
That
should
looks
be
like-
it.
That's your van. What are we doing?
Oh, now you got me stumped because I like the vans. One thing I didn't get about Pimp My Ride is when they would obviously have like 40 TVs, it would always be exhibit wrapping.
Yeah, I know. The whole thing was just literally a sponsorship to try and get him big.
Oh, and then it was also like they'd walk through their house and they're like, oh yeah, I love making pizzas. And then they go, now you've got a pizza oven in the back of your trunk.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell? Why do I
Yeah.
need that?
I've actually got like I've got a great passion for swimming. Awesome! Here's a jacuzzi in the back of your car.
Because there was one where they had like pet snakes, so they stuck a snake tank in the back seat. So
We're not.
you
putting
got to
the
bring your
fucking
snake
snakes
with
in
you
the
every
car.
time you go for a drive.
Fuck
What
that.
happens if it gets out?
Yeah, especially in America, that thing's getting shot in a heartbeat.
And every
That'll
time
be on the
they'd
next
go,
Would You Rather.
every time they'd go check out their cars, it was like trash,
Oh, they were terrible.
absolute trash.
And surely they weren't actually drivable cars. Were you
No.
allowed to have them on the road after they did all that?
Nah, I think that's when you start to grow up and go, oh yeah, this was scripted. Because as a kid, you go, oh, I wish they found my car.
Yeah. I need to change Mum's Kluger.
Could it always be he didn't actually knock on the door first? He'd just break into their car.
He'd literally just either be sitting in the car or checking it out, or he's literally waiting inside on the couch when they come home. It's like, what up?
He's like, oh
I'm
my
pimping
god.
your ride. Get the fuck out of my house.
Bring
Uh,
it back.
I
But
need to bring back a new version.
I'd take the ring.
Yeah,
100%.
yeah, I think I'd take the ring too. Alright, lad. Wrap it up there.
That's it.
That
We've done it.
episode 4. So, I mean, episode 5 will be back to sport. Big week in sport. So,
Massive.
we will come back shortly.
Bloody oath. Catch us.
Peace.
Guru.